In more local news, it's the final weekend of March, and that means it's also the end of Women's History Month. Several history-making women made the trip to D.C. earlier this week to talk about an issue that's affected women ever since they joined the workforce. That's pay inequality. Christina Laurie explains what the wage gap is like in Madison and why the numbers don't tell the whole story.
Here in Madison, the numbers are a bit better than the national average. Women make 92 cents for every dollar a man makes, but that doesn't compare men and women working the same jobs with the same hours and the same level of experience. For many women like Molly-Moran, the biggest barrier to success is just getting their foot in the door.
There's a lot of very old school way of thinking of like women aren't able to do these jobs.
Molly chose a career in the male-dominated wine industry.
They cared more about what I looked like than what I think that it can be very off-putting to young women.
She says misogyny and stereotypes are two of the reasons more women don't become winemakers, on top of the fact that family land often gets passed down to sons and not daughters. So when Molly broke into the business herself, opening Table Wine in 2015, she knew what she had to do.
I see it as my duty to help women along the way that I either was at certain moments in my career or very much wasn't.
From who she buys from.
If I'm picking between two Chardonnays from California, they taste pretty similar. They're pretty similar in price. One's made from a woman, one isn't. I'm going to pick the woman-made wine usually.
To who she hires.
That no matter who you are, no matter what gender you are, and you work for me, that you feel safe. That said, I have men who work for me too.
Molly is holding the door open for the next generation of winemakers, giving more women the opportunities they've earned.
First and foremost, the wine has to be good.
Now, of the 300 bottles of wine that Molly sells in her shop, about 1/3 are made from women. And she launched a new feature this month on her website where customers can shop for wine based on who makes it, so you can see if it's made by a woman-owned winemaker. Reporting in Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
Table Wine is donating $1 from every purchase of a woman-owned wine label this month to the Foundation for Black Women's Wellness. That's a local nonprofit committed to eliminating health disparities for Black women and children.